Hey, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. I want to do a video on where the stock market is right now, catalysts such as CPI and the elections that haven't actually been, I guess, closed off yet or counted. I don't really know what's going on, but we're still waiting on those results to finalize that. And I just wanted to, do a chart recheck and look at some of the things that are going on in the market right now that are catalysts and some things that, the market is in rough shape. There are some good things happening in the market right now, but mostly in rough shape. If you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below to our Discord and our Facebook group as well. But getting into tomorrow, we have the biggest catalyst. It's just going to be the CPI data coming out in the morning, 8:30 Eastern time. We are going to be having CPI coming out and all this other data, initial jobless claims, core CPI, consumer price index here, federal budget continuing jobless claims. So just be aware that tomorrow is going to be very, very, very data heavy. Last month, CPI came in at 8.2%. It's down from 8.3%. But if you remember last month, they were looking at a number in the sevens and it didn't happen. And then, we had Powell come on last week and just annihilated the market, came in super hawkish and was just saying, hey, we're gonna raise rates probably beyond what we think is the right way to do it because we want to overdo it. So just be mindful that this CPI is what the market is waiting on this week, and we're a bit of a chop zone right now. So this is what I'm looking at right now here in SPY. And I'll zoom in here to right now. I'm really looking in between 385, 375. We've just been in this chop zone the last couple of days. We've had a nice bounce here, and now we are just kind of bouncing around. I did short the top yesterday, so I did make like 30% on SPY debit put spreads this morning, but now I'm just kind of waiting. I still have a runner left. I did short Meta as well, but we'll get into that in a second. But I'm going in, this week I literally have done not a whole lot of trades. We just kind of scalped, take a few small trades. Like even the SPY trade, it was like $100. Wasn't really anything. Just trying to get past this event because we don't know. What we're looking at here is we're in the chop zone here. We could be breaking above 385. We could be breaking below 375. I was hoping for a retest here of 370 before CPI, but I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. A 9-point drop on SPY, something must be wrong. But it's down. SPY right now is down at the time of this video is down about $3 on the day. We'll see what happens. Keeping an eye on that. Other big news this morning was Meta is laying off 13% of the workforce, 11,000 people, and this has sparked quite a rally after. The stock after earnings dropped from 140 went to 88 and will continue to go down. And people are like, "Hey, why is the stock rallying on news of layoffs?" It's because they're cutting costs. Cutting costs will improve profit. But what I think the issue is going to be is if Mark takes all that money, puts it back into R&D for the metaverse, and doesn't keep any money. So I actually short some call spreads. I'm in a small position as well. If it goes against me, it goes against me. And those are the kind of plays that I'm doing right now. It's like, hey, go in small. If you make a little money, great. If it goes against you, not a big deal. I'll hopefully after this week I can start getting my size back up to proper size. But right now I'm just kind of waiting. Now's not a time to be aggressive. Now's not a time to be like I'm going to go all in calls, all in puts, because we don't know. Like I showed on SPY here, we don't know which way it's going to go. Like I don't know. Maybe tomorrow's flat, just sits here. I don't know. We don't know. So at the end of the day, I'm looking for a break on SPY again to the 385 above or below 375. Kind of give me the direction on where this is going to go. Real quick, if you are learning how to trade or you want to trade better, link is below. We launched the UVH Academy 2.0, all refresh. There's a code below for code below 50% off your first month. You can start for like $30. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. We meet every week, discuss the market, ton of resources in there to get you going. So quick ad for your boy. Biggest catalyst, obviously, right now in crypto, we do have came out today. Well, yesterday I didn't do a video on it, but I probably should have. FTX basically blown up, and Binance came in and said, hey, we're gonna actually help you through this time, and we're gonna acquire FTX. But what happened this morning was Binance said, hey, after looking at FTX books, we looked at FTX books and we said, nah, we're gonna pass on this deal. So crypto, Bitcoin actually is down 6% right now. Yesterday, FTT, I don't know what it is now. FTT was down 80% to 90%. It's probably worse now. Binance even came out and said, hey, don't trade FTT. You don't want any piece of that. You don't want to be involved in that. And so things are cratering in the Bitcoin market. I mean, I anticipate, I don't know what your opinion is. Let me know in the comments below. Everyone has a comment about Bitcoin, of course, but I think Bitcoin is going to crack 15K. It actually almost did today. I mean, it came all the way down to 15,850 after, the high today was, what's the high today? It was 18,565. So, this cratered 3,000 points, $3,000. And I definitely think if we go below 15,000, I think it's going to be rough, and I might be a quick flush to 10K, which is 10K. If you check the Discord, check my receipts in the Discord. I've been looking for Bitcoin 10K since December 2021. So I have the receipts. Go to the Discord. You can search us versus herd, search BTC 10K, and you'll see all the times that I'm talking about it. So I'm not saying that I want this to happen, but I think that's where it's going to go. I mean, I just plan on where things are heading, not the fallout. I mean, it's unfortunate people are getting hurt in this. It's unfortunate that people are like brokerages and stuff like FTX and all those people are dishonest and highly leveraging people's money, like Celsius. I mean, I'll do a separate video on that later. We'll talk about that later, but that's where I'm going. So Disney is a huge red flag for the market. Yesterday it closed at 100-ish. It was like 100, 101. It is now at 87, down 12%. Just a disaster. The CEO is literally running this thing into the ground. They came out yesterday and they did well on subscriber numbers, everything like that, which we expected. However, the theme parks are getting, and entertainment is getting a little wonky. So that's a big, because Disney is not just like a streaming service like Netflix, if you're going to compare the two, right? Sure, they do compete in some of the same spaces, but where Disney comes along is they have exposure to the resorts, cruise ships, theme parks, all of that, right? So that Disney is a good indicator that, hey, we potentially could be entering a recession if we are not in a recession already. I know that's a sticking point where it's confusing for a lot of people, but right now we are at some major lows. We cracked a new 52-week low today on this, and going back to the 5-year, we're headed back to, if we crack 79 on Disney, we're going to be cracking the 2020 lows, which, I mean, we're in a dangerous place for a lot of these charts. We've given up, a lot of stocks right now have given up the 2020, 2021 run, and it's now, we gave all that back up in 8-10 months, and now we are, we're in trouble. We're in trouble here. We're in deep trouble. Upstart, another one, is, they had earnings and they're down 16%. Now this thing came from a high of 338, is currently at 16 right now, and I just think these stocks are just not tradable right now. I mean, if you look at also AFRM reported earnings, like all these I don't even know what you call these companies, but there are all these companies that are loan companies that do micro loans and all of those, right? That, I mean, 166 down to 12. I mean, this stock's down 19% today. I mean, just a disaster. So, I mean, people are like, hey, haven't we experienced like enough pain yet? And I think that we'll know when it's the bottom. We haven't even gotten to 2023 yet, where Apple has already froze hiring in 2023. A lot of hiring freezes, and now the layoffs are coming. And I think 2023 is where things are going to get more rough before they get better. I mean, that's just my opinion. Going into Roblox Roblox had earnings. They're down 17% right now. And I think, I mean, this was a stock that went crazy too during the pandemic with gaming and all that. 141 down to 32 right now. And they gave it up. They're starting to give back all their gains here. They haven't hit the low of $21 yet. But I mean, this is looking really, really bad. Range was getting really nice and tight in here. Could have really taken off if they had good numbers, but they didn't have good numbers. So, you know. So, I mean, I think where we're at, I'm going to do some more videos, different stocks, stuff like that. But I think where we're at right now, I mean, even looking at Apple's even going down today. I mean, if Apple here cracks 135, we're going to be in trouble. So I think right now, this week, be safe. CPI comes out in the morning. Let's see what that data gives us. I mean, not right now. I don't think right now is a good time to take major risk. You know, stay small. Let's get the election numbers in. Let's get the CPI data in. These earnings are coming in terrible. And, you know, I mean, sure, you could buy it if you want, but at the end of the day, it's your money, not mine. So risk what you want. I risk what I want right now. I am risking small. So if you watch this video to the end, comment, watch this video to the end. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us for certain.